afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon. All is well. And you?
Tell us what you do for a living.
I am the Major of Operations at the Sheriff's Office.
All right, and that entails a bunch of stuff, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, let's narrow it back to what were you doing for the Sheriff's Department back in 2022?
I was a lieutenant on shift.
Okay. Were you working around July 21st at 2022 here in Georgetown County?
Yes, I was.
Okay. At some point in time, did you become aware of a double murder at 4012 North Fraser Street?
I was.
Tell us about what happened after, when you became aware of it, and what transpired.
All right, so I was the watch commander that night, so I would have gotten a phone call from one of the supervisors on shift. They told me what happened. I responded not to the homicide scene, but to the home where Ronnie Todd, where we believed he was at that time. So went there, and at some point I contacted Central Dispatch to find a telephone number for him. I called him, I sent him, and when I say him, I mean Ronnie Todd. I called him, I sent him a text message, and he eventually called me back.
Let's slow down just for a second.
Certainly.
So I would imagine in law enforcement worlds, when you find two folks have been shot and killed, there's a flurry of activity, is that right?
Absolutely.
And so were you involved in dispatching units and resources at different places to try to figure out what happened?
Absolutely.
So is it safe to say units went to 412?
Correct.
And then I think I'm stepping on your toes a little bit. Was it pretty early on in the investigation, such as the 911 call, that you would develop a potential suspect?
Absolutely.
All right, so pretty boots on the ground pretty early. You have an idea of where this thing's going, is that right?
That is correct.
Then you make investigative steps to determine where Mr. Todd lives and how to reach him.
Correct.
Is that right? There you go. Now, sorry about that. Cut you off a little bit. So,
no problem.
At some point in time, dispatch give you, do you remember what that phone number was?
I do.
What was that?
Area code 843-543-7668.
All right, I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 35. See if you recognize that. Is that the phone number you just gave me for?
It is.
All right. We move States 35 into evidence.
Any objection?
I don't have any objections to the phone number. I do have an objection, or continuing objection, to the conversation that we're about to have.
All right. That document is in evidence without objection, and we've addressed the other issues, and you're protected on the record.
Thank you, Honor.
And so States 35, simple enough, 843-543-7668. That's all States 35. So did you call this telephone number?
I did.
Okay, well, let me back up. Do you recall about what time that it went from a crime scene at 4012 North Fraser until, well, law enforcement was still conducting crime scene investigations at that location, is that right?
That is correct.
And then do you recall about how much time it transpired until law enforcement starts focusing on 512 Player Street, is that right?
No, sir. We were already, by the time I got the phone call, we were already focusing on that address.
Because you had already generated, heard the 911 call and such.
Correct.
Or aware of the content?
Correct.
I think we talked about this before, but may as well do it again. State's Exhibit number 2. That's already in evidence. That's an overall map, a relational map.
Okay.
412 Fraser Street. And it's your understanding about different ways to drive there. Is there one particular way that your investigation showed that Mr. Todd is alleged to have gone from 412 to 258 Blair Street?
It's my understanding that he would have come across Pringles Ferry Road to Highway 51, and then from there, I don't know.
Okay, there's a question. There's a couple different ways to get back in here. Is that
Absolutely.
right? And I think we had previous testimony. Is this Pringles Ferry?
It is.
And this is 51?
Correct.
Down to here, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. So units got there pretty quickly?
They did.
And what was the information you had, I guess, and led you to believe that Mr. Todd was in the house?
Well, when units got to the house, his vehicle was there at the house. It was still hot to the touch or warm to the touch. There was some kind of noise in the house, perhaps a TV, and then at some point the TV went off, or there was no more sound. So at that time, we believed he was there.
Okay. And then tell us about what efforts that were to communicate with Mr. Todd at 258 Player Street?
All right, well, we have, the vehicles are equipped with loudspeakers, so we would have tried to call him out several times. When that didn't work, I contacted Central Dispatch to see if they had a telephone number for him.
Okay. And did they in fact have a telephone number?
They did.
Yep, we talked about that already. Let's show States 33. So do you recognize that?
I do.
What is that we're looking at?
This is the front side of Mr. Todd's trailer, and then all the vehicles you see here are law enforcement.
Okay, and that's, Garrett, number one. We published this to the jury, Your Honor. First moves 33 in evidence. Okay, this time we move States 33 in evidence. that already in?
Any objection from defense?
Same objections, Your Honor.
It's in evidence.
We publish this, Your Honor? That's number one. Can you describe what the jury's looking at, please?
All right, so this is the front yard of the mobile home, and the front side is facing the picture, and then all the vehicles here are law enforcement.
Okay, so you have a fairly significant law enforcement presence there at
We do.
258. Okay. Now, according to your training and experience, and how would you characterize that situation that you're dealing with an individual that you suspected of a murder?
Well, we would characterize it as a barricaded suspect.
Okay. And did you approach it from that perspective in your efforts to communicate and talk with Mr. Todd?
We did.
Okay. I think you indicated you tried to use a loudspeaker. Was that effective?
It was not.
Okay. What steps after that did you take to try to communicate with Mr. Todd?
I contacted Central Dispatch to get his telephone number.
And then, once you got the number, what'd you do?
I called it, no answer, so I sent him a text. This is Melvyn Garrett with the Sheriff's Office. Please give me a call so we can talk. And then eventually he called back.
Okay, at some point in time, Mr. Todd did call you back at that number.
He did.
That kind of confirmed to you that you got the right number, is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then I want to get the details of the conversation, but what was the substance of the conversation, generally speaking? I don't want the details. Let me be more concise. Was the subject of the communication trying to get Mr. Todd to surrender peacefully or come out? Was that
Correct.
Were you effective at doing that?
Yes,
Did, in fact, Mr. Todd ultimately come out of the house?
he did.
And when he did so, I guess, did he have a request when he comes out that he would be able to speak to his dad? Is that right?
Well, that was part of the surrender, yes,
I'm just being a little controlling through this part of it.
certainly.
During that conversation, when Mr. Todd came out, did he have a cell phone on his person?
He did.
And was any of that last interaction captured on anybody's body camera?
It was.
Okay. Before I talk about that, do you recall what conversation, if any, you had with Mr. Todd and yourself when he came out of the house and was standing at the base of the steps? What were you doing at that moment in time, if you recall that moment? Let me show you what's been marked as States 36. That's not in evidence.
I just put him in handcuffs.
Okay. And what time is that, the timestamp on that body camera?
2:26 a.m.
So 2:26 a.m. on the 21st.
Correct.
All right. Can I move 36 in evidence?
Again, I don't have any objection to the photograph. Again, my objection is to the conversations that occurred prior to this photograph and after.
All right, and your objection is noted on the record but overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this time, we put States 36. Can we please publish, that's our number 5. Excuse me, our number 3. All right, once again, the timestamps, what's 02 of 26, 2:26 in the morning on the 21st, right?
Correct.
All right. And that's you with Mr. Todd?
That is.
Okay. When he came out of the house, I think you testified earlier, he was actually still on his telephone when he came out of the house?
Yes.
Did you or the deputies beside you take Mr. Todd's phone into evidence at that time?
We did.
Okay, I'm going to move with States 36, see if you recognize this.
This is the phone we took into evidence.
All right. This time we move States 38 in evidence. States 38.
Mr. Wilson?
Same objection, Your Honor.
All right, and you protect on the record that your objection's overruled. Send evidence.
Thank you. And just routinely from law enforcement experience, why do you take cell phones such as this into evidence?
Well, we believe it would contain evidence of the crime, perhaps.
Specifically, potential communications, perhaps?
Absolutely.
And are you aware whether or not, generally speaking, you followed up subsequently, or your agency with search warrants to develop the content of that cell phone?
Correct.
So I'm going to focus your attention very specifically relating to conversations, interactions you had with Mr. Todd following this moment in time. So following 2/26, did you ask any questions, public safety type questions to Mr. Todd at that moment in time?
I asked if the gun was in the house.
All right. And what was Mr. Todd's response at that moment in time, Jim?
No, sir.
And why do you ask those questions?
Well, we don't know who else is in the house, and we don't want it to fall in anybody else's hands. So,
I think you indicated that that moment in time was captured on body camera footage.
correct.
Okay. Your Honor, specifically referring to Court's Exhibit 6. We put a new sticker on that. That states Exhibit 34. This time we'd like to move it into evidence and publish it to the jury.
Mr. Wilson?
Same objection, Your Honor.
All right, your objection's noted but overruled.
Can you take a look at that before I put that sticker on it and cover up? Make sure that you identify that as the one that you had reviewed in the past and it's accurate.
It is.
Okay. All right, I'm going to cover this up now. States 34, all right? Can I publish the jury, Your Honor?
You may.
Want this big one? Make sure no one sees something. All right. You good? Can you bring that back up again? Volume up. You got volume on that? It's maxed up, I don't hear anything. Gotcha. Start it over now.
Copy in custody. Special copies in custody.
We need security in the house.
Yeah, weapons in the house, It's not in the,
Okay.
I'm gonna let your daddy talk with you.
Can you get my cell phone, get my dad?
Yeah, don't worry about
Okay,
it.
we'll get over something. Gonna hang up on.
Fair and accurate representation. You were there. Is that what it looked like?
It is. That's exactly what it looked like.
All right. But ultimately, you let Mr. Todd talk to his father for a little bit.
I did.
While that was going on, did law enforcement make any efforts to secure that house and search for a weapon.
They did.
Tell us what happened. Tell us what you did.
Okay, so they went and searched the house to make sure that there was no other people there, and when they were there, they didn't find the gun. So they let me know that the gun was not in the house.
So based on you not finding the weapon in the house, what did you do then?
I got Mr. Todd out of the car as he was getting ready to be transported to the sheriff's office, and I asked him where the gun was.
Did he answer you?
He did.
What did he tell you at that point?
He said he threw it out somewhere between the detention center and Highway 701.
So based on Mr. Todd's statement to you about the location of the gun, what did the sheriff's department do?
They would have went and searched for it.
Okay. Did you find it there on the night of July 21st of 2022?
They did not.
Baby, where's the gun? So by way of clarification now, based on Mr. Todd's statement that directed law enforcement to a certain place, let's take a look at states 26. Let's try to do it this way. I'll walk it back. Try to do it this way. What would that area be that Mr. Todd referred to, telling you that he threw it in the woods at a certain area? Where is between the detention center and 701?
It would be here, and then off of the. So yeah, it's out of the picture.
So the detention center would be up
Over
in this
here.
area?
And Highway 701 would be down here.
And that is the area from the detention center southbound that you all searched?
Correct.
And that is Browns Ferry Road?
That is Browns Ferry Road.
And ultimately, was a Springfield 9mm handgun recovered on the side of the road between the detention center and 701?
It was.
Albeit 2 years later, right? Maybe, of course, I told you just for a second.